Right. Hello, everyone. My name is Elomavi, and I'm so excited to be here running VVVVVV, or I like to commonly shorthand it to V6 or just V. I'm joined here today by some wonderful folks on the couch. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, sure. I'm Metroid Crime. I love this game. It's my favorite game, and I'm so happy to be here. This is such a cool category.
And I'm Metallama. I used to run this game way back in 2014, and I picked it up again after I saw Elomavi got this category in. I'm so excited to commentate him for it.
Awesome. All right, and then with that, this is a short and sweet category. It's going to be about 20 minutes long, or even less than that. So, yeah, whenever you're ready, we can count us down.
Okay. 3,
2, 1, go!
Awesome. So this game controls very easily. It's just the directional buttons, and then you have one button to flip gravity. And then you also have a reset button in this category. And this game came out in 2010, and it is in the style of a much older game. But basically, what you're doing here is you've experienced some sort of malfunction in space, and this is Captain Viridian, and now he has to save his entire crew. And this category sees us get all of the trinkets in the game. There's our very first trinket, and we're going to make our way through Space Station 1. There is one more trinket to pick up in this area.
So a major part of this game is that it has very tight movement and very tight inputs. So a lot of the tricks in this game will be just very precise inputs. It controls at about 30 frames per second, and it's just really quick movement. Now, we just saw a cutscene there in the room called Comms Relay, and that'll be important for something later. We're coming up on a really tight input here. And first try, that is much harder than it looks. And that was the first two trinkets that we needed to pick up here in Space Station 1. And Elomavi is just going to be quick, getting through the rest of this level and making our way back to the ship. And we will be seeing our first rescued crewmate, though I think you might be able to say that she rescues us.
She does rescue us, yeah.
Yes.
We have Violet.
And we're just pressing the reset button a few times there to get through the cutscenes a little bit quicker. And we'll just be quick going over here in the overworld, here to see this one room for a very nice reason. Well, that'll become important later. But now we're just going to a couple trinkets here in the overworld before we go to the next level. And this would be a nice spot for a few donations quick.
Absolutely. We've got $30 from John Tao that says, vague valid vacation in a valid vacuum van. $5 per V. Love this silly game. Thank you so much. $5 from Anonymous saying, V for V for V for V for V for V. And one last quick one, $50 from Vox and FineM. So excited to see my friend Metallama on stage for another GDQ event. Can't believe it's a decade since we met, and we're still both a part of this amazing community.
We have a time for a few more here while we get this next trinket.
Awesome. We've got $50 from Snoop J. VVVVVV hype. Let's get that tunic gun % run, y'all. Here's my 50. Yeah, thank you so much. We're making amazing progress on that. $8,409 out of 25,000. And tunic's coming up next. So let's get those donations in.
All right, so we are making our way here to the warp zone. And this area, each level in the game has kind of some different level design gimmicks, and this one mostly involves with kind of wrapping screens and these warp points. So we're gonna be collecting one more trinket here in the overworld before we get to the warp zone, and we're gonna be setting up for a really cool glitch here in the warp zone. So I mentioned that we saw that one cutscene back in Space Station 1 at Comms Relay, and that'll allow us to do a really cool trick. Well, actually, before we do that, we're doing something called a telejump. We pressed reset as we were using a teleporter, and we were able to clip upwards through the ceiling. We were able to talk to Violet there, talk to her early before we rescued her, and in the game, you talk to her and she gives you a trinket, but we were able to go to this post-game area called the Secret Lab, talk to her early, get that trinket, and then we telejumped up and collected, what's his name again?
Verdigris.
Verdigris, yes.
Yeah. He's on a journey right now.
He's following us.
Don't mind the glitchy spray. It's totally fine. Don't mind it. Verdigris likes it.
It's fine.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So now we're just getting through 2 more rooms, and now a bunch of stuff is gonna happen all at once. We're invisible. We have text boxes on screen, and don't blink, you'll miss it. That was a frame perfect, align perfect trick right there while text boxes are on screen. And we're starting it. The screen goes black, go through the wall, collect a trinket.
Awesome.
We just accessed a menu right there, and now we telejump up, clip upwards. We're in the lab. That was all just so quick, and now we're in a whole new different level. Incredible, incredible. So just so much happened all at once that it's just, now we're in the lab, we've got lines, and we just clip through a line. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that. That's
Just-
fine.
yeah.
It's intended.
Just
Totally.
don't worry about it. So, yeah, so many things are happening all at once, and now we're gonna be doing this nice little thing here that's basically, so we're supposed to be saving, who's the next crewmate here, Crime?
Victoria.
Victoria. Now, Elo, we're saving Victoria, right?
Absolutely, yeah. 100%. Don't even question it. We're definitely not going to be skipping her for speed-related crimes.
Hey, why are we a TV? Why are we a TV?
Don't worry about that either. Just things
We're
happen.
trapped in a weird dimension, you know,
Yeah,
space stuff.
So Elomavi is purposefully skipping a bunch of saves here in order to not hit any saves. Okay, whoa, that was so close. Yes!
Yes, nice.
Oh.
Okay.
So Elo skipped a ton of saves in between the last trinket that he picked up, and we just need to get this trinket here from Unobtainium. We go all the way back there after resetting, and now we just gotta make sure we quick go over to the left here, and this room is unnamed. It's just this room is like so much harder to traverse than it looks like. It's just so weird and uncomfortable. But now
Designed
we're
to
at
slow
a
you down.
teleporter, and now we're doing another telejump here, clipping up early into the tower. Like I said, don't worry about it. There's a lot of things happening here. Now, Crime, can you tell us about the tower?
Sure. So this is the game's auto-scroller level. We're going to be collecting 2 trinkets inside of here. And normally auto-scrollers, they're at a set speed. However, you'll see Elo do a few tricks to be able to kind of skip the auto-scroller ahead a little bit by hitting a checkpoint and basically hitting the top spikes at the same time, which will cause you to have the screen skip up a little bit.
Yeah,
And we're
that
gonna
is
see
one
that
really
soon.
cool about the mechanics of this. Usually auto-scrollers can be some of the most like dull and boring part of the speedrun of a speedrun. You can't.
There we
so
go.
Yeah, you see that the screen moves up. I think it saves. I don't remember
It's
how
about
many
21
frames.
frames, I believe.
Yeah, so like a decent amount of time if you can like time that really well. And each of those was super, super clean, saved a bunch of time. And now we just wrapped that up. Before we finish up the tower, it'd be time for a couple more donations.
Absolutely, we've got a bunch. We've got $20 from Red Penguin that says $1 for every trinket. Good luck on the run. Awesome. We have more people doing math. We have $30 from Lemez that says, here's a quick math journey. If the Roman numeral V equals 5, V plus V plus V plus V plus V plus V equals 30. Should we do a $30 donation trade? I love this game so much. Elomavi is doing an amazing job. I absolutely agree. Can we get a round of applause for how awesome this run's been so far?
This run has been so, so clean so far. And now we're going to be heading into intermission 1. Take it away, Crime.
Sure. So we are escorting Vermilion, which is the ship's security officer. They all have positions on the ship. But the way this level works is that when you are on the floor, you escort Vermilion through the level, but when you're on the ceiling, he stops moving. So you have to very carefully navigate throughout this level and try not to get him killed. You might notice a section coming up that if you've played this game casually, you definitely struggled with it. I know I did when I first started playing. But this is actually a very difficult trick in which we're going to take Vermilion along the top route of these upcoming platforms instead of underneath. So we're coming up to it in this next room.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly.
This is so much harder than it looks.
Amazing. That is so good. That is such a difficult trick.
Elo made that look so easy,
Yeah.
and that is like you have so little space on top of the platforms to lead Vermilion like along the top. You're supposed to go to that bottom right corner and flip up and down and get Vermilion to move, but like
It saves so much time to
Yeah.
do the other way.
all right, so we're doing something a little bit here. Don't worry about it. And we just teleport it into a wall, but that saves a nice amount of time rather than going back to the ship. So now we are collecting one last trinket here in the overworld before we go to Space Station 2. And I just want to shout out, we haven't mentioned it, but like the music in this game is so incredible.
amazing.
Incredible.
Absolutely,
chiptune by
yeah.
Soul, I believe the artist name is.
Yep.
It's just an iconic soundtrack.
Absolutely love the music to this game. Yeah, it's one of the main reasons why I've run it for so long. It's been incredible. I love it so much.
And yeah, we don't talk about that. There was just
Yeah.
nothing there. You didn't see anything there. We just don't talk about it. Don't worry about it. No. So that was the last trinket we need to get in the overworld before the end of the game. And we're getting into Space Station 2 here. And I would say this is probably the most concentrated, difficult area of the game. There are a lot of difficult trinkets. There's a lot of conveyor belts and moving obstacles like truth and lies and other stuff like that, as well as conveyor belts. Let's see.
Oh,
Gosh,
that was amazing.
That is so much harder than it looks.
It is so
That
difficult
is like
to do
frame
that.
perfect and align perfect. And now this room, this is probably more notorious to speedrunners. Gordian Knot is such a difficult room. And Elo made it look easy too. You are just racing through this game. This run has been so clean so far. And that's a nice little
Very
trick
quick
there
cloud
to skip the clouds there.
Hi, Vermilion.
Hello.
Hi,
Oh, there
bye.
they are. They're helping.
They're helping.
They're helping so much. All right. So now we're going to be doing some nice little telejumps to get to some of these areas quicker. This one is,
Ooh, I messed it up. Okay, no worries.
no worries. That is a very difficult trick. I have not learned that one yet. We are clipping downwards there. And now this is one of the most notorious trinkets in the game, either known as doing things the hard way or Veni Vidi Vici.
And then all the way back down.
And it's just simple like that. Just don't die.
Let's go.
Just don't die. So as you see, Elo has been using these telejumps to just warp around Space Station 2 and get to areas just a little bit quicker. It saves just a few seconds for each of those, but it's so... Now that room, down under, that is another one that Elo is making look so easy. Just so simple. And one more time for good measure, just easy like that. And we are wrapping up Space Station 2, and we are about to go to another truly iconic part of the game. Now, we have rescued a few crew
Vitellary.
members.
Yay.
Yeah, Vitellary. Let me just hold up that one. Now, what is this next segment, Crime?
Okay, so we are heading into the famous Gravitron. And the Gravitron is a very interesting level. It is a 60-second gauntlet where you will be bouncing off of these lines, and every 10 seconds the pattern will switch up. And if you happen to die in here, it resets to the closest 5-second mark. But the most difficult part of it is probably the 30-second to 20-second mark where the pieces come flying at you from both sides.
Yeah, this is an area that is definitely about as hard as it looks. I never really ran glitchless. That was more like something that Crime has run a lot
Yes.
more of. I am terrible at this section.
It is very, very difficult. And if you really like this section, there is like a bonus part where you can do like an endless Gravitron.
And it is even harder than this. This looks hard. The Super Gravitron that you access through the secret lab that is even harder than this.
That was very smooth through that
Yeah.
section.
This has been going so clean so far. Now, you might think that we finish the Gravitron and that we go forward. A bunch of things are going to happen all at once. I'm going to give a quick flashing lights and photosensitivity warning right as we finish up the Gravitron here. We're going to reset. Yes. We're going to go up. And now we have survive for 60 seconds. Elo, what are you doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. What's happening to the screen here?
So currently we're caught between two different rooms, and we're actually at the end of the game right now. So we could go back to the left and go to the game complete, and it'll appear here on screen for a second, but it's not the end of the game yet. We still have another trinket to collect, so hold your applause. But overall, what we're doing, we're going to go back into intermission 1. So it's actually one giant connected map, this intermission, and so we're able to activate a glitch that allows us to basically quip out of this room, go back up into the final level, and then collect the trinket from there. And we need to do this whole convoluted setup to do it. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, we've got all these projectiles from the Gravitron showing up, and that's just something looks wrong here. I don't know what you're doing.
It's pretty normal. No, this is normal. It's totally normal. This is exactly how the game was intended to be played, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
There's settings in game that allow us to do this. It's all okay. So the timer is about to go down and something's gonna happen. And now we are just going all the way through outer space, and now we're going right back down. And we collect the last trinket, and V. And time is coming up in just a bit. I'll let you call it, Elo.
And now it is time, right now.
Awesome.
That was so good.
That run was
really good.
That was incredible, Elo.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, and then with that, we get rescued by our wonderful crewmates who are back at the ship. See, I told you Victoria was fine. Look, there she is. There she is.
Yeah, I guess she got back. They're all fine.
Yeah.
You did tell me that was all good. I'm glad.
Yeah. But yeah, that is VVVVVV 100%.
Very cool. If you want to give us any last shout outs then, Elo?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the big shout outs to the V community for being like an absolute inspiration for all of this to happen, and especially to the people behind me, Metallama and Metroid Crime. Thank you so much for being here to help with commentary today. I really appreciated it.
Of course.
And then that'll be it.